YouTube, how y'all doing today? This preacher. So, I had got a citation, y'all, got a ticket. And then I had a lot of stuff going on. You know, my uncle's wife, my aunt, her sister had wound up dying. She had stopped breathing. They was on the way to the house. They had all the ambulance and stuff there. And so she didn't make it. She wound up passing. So I had all that stuff going on in my head. And I had got finished unloading. And I kind of like just, made sure everything was secure, closed the door, and I just took off. And I forgot to slide my tandems. In the state of Florida, they have to be at least 41. Well, but because I was getting loaded, I had my tandems all the way to the back. And I just forgot to slide them back. Then the weigh station is like 15 miles away. So as I'm going in, I'm like, oh man, I forgot to slide my tandems. He put me into the scale. Of course, he come out with the roller. Big country dude. Got the tobacco on right there, cowboy hat. I'm like, oh Lord, here we go. And he came out with an attitude like I'm just ruining his day. And he's like, do you know what the bridge law is? I said, yeah, I know in the state of Florida it's 41. I'm in Florida. I always normally keep it. It just slipped my mind. I had a lot of stuff going on. But while you driving, stuff slipping your mind. So I'm like, this dude. And I was already in my feelings. Because I got so much stuff going on. So I'm just like, it is what it is. So then he walking all the way around my truck. He walked around the truck like 3 times. Then he sit here looking, and he looking. I was like, this man is really trying to find something. He is really trying to find something. What kind of truck is this? I'm like, it's a Sterling. A what? A Sterling. I never heard of that before. It's not my fault because you never heard of it. Well, what am I supposed to do about it because you never heard of Sterling? Most Sterlings is like dump trucks and things like that. Yeah, they make, regular semi trucks. What is it? Class 8, whatever they call these things. So, it's not like big mass produced or anything like that. You have stuff. And I can really care less the name of the truck. I really can't. I care more about what type of engine is in it, what type of transmission is in it. And then after that, I look at, okay, the make. Because of the make, you're looking at the chassis, you're looking at the parts. Because just because this has a Cummins engine in it, it still have Ford parts on it as well that goes with the Cummins N14, the red top. So like when you get down to like belts and certain parts, you can't get that from Cummins. I have to go to Freightliner to actually get the parts from Freightliner for the truck. That's how that worked. So I was eating some oranges. So I had this on. So he's like, well, I never heard of the truck. So now he's doing a full inspection. I'm like, here we go. Here we go. So I'm cool, calm, and collect. It is what it is. Because I take care of my truck. I take care of my truck. It's clean. Especially, I just had this truck. I had actually washed the truck and the trailer, so it's clean. I had got the engine wash, I got the undercarriage wash, ain't a spot of oil on this truck. Nowhere. It is clean. Everything is clean on him. I just got the brakes adjusted because I put on the slack adjuster. So my mechanic went and made sure all the brakes and stuff was still adjusted. Like I said, when I had got this truck, I put new brakes and drums on it. It's nothing wrong with this truck. You open the hood, and you'll see a whole bunch of new parts on it. Especially because I just got a brand new remanufactured fan clutch and fan, and I got all new belts, but my water pump belt. I'm gonna go ahead and get a water pump belt. That's the only belt that's left, because the rest of the belts, they all new. So when you look at this truck, you're gonna look at all new parts. New fuel pump on it, new air dryer on this thing. I got a new start on this thing. The turbo is less than a year old. All my tubings and stuff been changed out on it. Only thing I didn't change out is my coolant hose and my heater hoses, because they still look good. I'm still gonna get them changed out too. But those are the only two things left. That's it. And everything, brand new batteries. It's got a lot of new parts on this in the truck. So he just looking. It sounds like you got an air leak. Oh yeah, I may have an air leak. I may have it. So he had me do the brake test. It passed the brake test. But you can still hear like a little squeaking, a little air leak. But as long as it's past that minute, that's all that matters. As long as it past that minute, you good to go. So I passed the brake test with the air leakage and things like this, even the trailer. So it's like this man really trying to find something. And I'm just cool. I'm just cool in my stuff. So then he walk around the truck again. I didn't replace all the tires, but two. Replace all the tires for 2, but then they still got like 30 seconds on it. So he walking all the way around. I'm like, why is he looking at my trailer tires? Like, I'm just thinking, he ain't tell me, hey, I'm giving you a level 1 inspection, level 2 inspection, level 3, or anything like that. The whole thing was my tandems, I forgot to move them. But this guy just walking around my truck. Yeah. Pull it over here. You want to open your hood? I open my hood. And he looking. It's starting to get dark now. And he looking. So he get his flashlight out. And he looking. He said, oh, you got a lot of new parts on this truck. I said, yeah, I try to keep my truck maintained. Before I put on this truck. You just can't buy a used truck and then throw it on the road and start running. Then when it start break down, you're mad because it break down. Well, that was you. You bought a used truck, especially the year of the used truck now. It's not like you buy a 2017 used, 2016 used, where you probably could, do that a little bit, but I got a 99. So you just can't put this thing on when you do it. You're going to have to do stuff. You're going to have to change out key components. Okay, so the only thing original on my truck now is the air compressor and the water pump. But because I went to the air compressor thing, they checking all that. Well, I know my air compressor is top notch. So only the other thing is the water pump, but the water pump's still doing great. It's not leaking, it's not making any noises. So I'm still good with that. But anyway, back to the story. So he looking. I'm like, man, what is this man just looking for? All right. Bring your license, your registration, insurance, and the trailer registration and insurance with you, and bring it in the office. So then I go in the office, and only thing he gave me was the ticket. I ain't gonna show y'all the whole ticket, but I'll show you that with the citation. That's $100 for my tandems not being slid to at least 41. They was at 43. And I was like, that's it? He like, yeah, that's it, but make sure you address that air leak, because I can hear it. I'm like, okay. So you're not gonna give me the level 1 or level 2 inspection? No, I ain't gonna worry about that. It's just this citation. This man had me out there for an hour, y'all. Had me out there for an hour looking at this stuff, and then he had his clipboard in his hand, so I'm thinking he writing stuff on the inspection, but he never told me anything. But he looking. I said, so You're not gonna give me nothing about the inspection? No. Go ahead and worry about it. Go ahead. Don't even worry about it. Don't even worry about it. Just do that. You know, cut you a little favor. You look like you look down. So I'm just gonna go ahead and just do this and it's. I'm like, you. I'm like, all right, man. I ain't want to press the envelope, but I'm just like, you had me out there for an hour doing all this stuff, check my brakes, looking at my engine, going all the way around my tires and brakes and stuff, and you just give me a ticket for my terminals not being back. At least if you did the inspection, go ahead and give it to me so I can got it in the books. I can be like, hey, yeah, you know, I didn't got a DOT. The problem is I already had got a DOT inspection, level 1 inspection, back in January, the beginning of January. So I'm like, okay, if I get another one, I'm like, okay, cool, no problem, you know, because I make sure everything is right. And like I said, I just got the wash, the engine and stuff, so I don't have no oil. I do have oil leaks now. I got 3 oil leaks that I got. So I do have oil leaks, but you can't. You barely could tell. But when I get the overhead adjusted, we gonna fix the oil leaks too. But you know, I just kicked out $2,800 for this thing, you know, for the fan clutch and stuff. But I had got more stuff done too. Like I said, I had got the slack adjuster. I got the new coolant reservoir. Remember I put up the video about my coolant reservoir that was leaking from the screw. So I got a new coolant reservoir as well. I had to get, you know, more tail lights. I had them go over the engine again, you know, make sure everything was good and stuff like that. So we had made everything squared away with that stuff. So, but I'm just saying though, man, why had me stay out there for an hour doing all this and stuff and tell me, oh well, I'm not gonna give you paperwork for inspection. It's like, you did it. Give me the paperwork for it. I just don't understand, man. And then the ticket, I was like, you know, oh well. And I don't understand why they don't let you just go ahead and slide your terminals to where they need to be at. Especially if it's just, you know, the bridge law. I can see if you got weight that you have to worry about too. Then I'm like, no, you should have did all that with all your weight because you overweight and stuff. We don't got time for you to be playing with your tandems out here. But if it's just, you just got to slide your tandems, because I only had 15,000 pounds. If you just got to slide your tandems, why they just want to, hey man, pull right there, slide your tandems to 41, and then you can hop out. Why you got to go through all this and stuff? I don't understand. Maybe I'm still in my feelings because you know what I'm saying, I lost somebody that's part of the family. You know, I don't know, but I just think that just all the stuff I had to go through just for that one ticket. If it just was gonna give me that, you just should have gave me the ticket. 15 minutes, let me be on my way and go. Nah, you want me all out there fanning my brakes and looking at the engine, going all the way around my truck with flashlights and all this other stuff. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. It was just a little rough day for me yesterday. But anywho, man, I hope y'all be safe out there. Y'all have a great one.